9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello. You're here with CornerSpeak 360 for the podcast. And this is the What's Good on WtsApp and today's news, clips and views show. I was hoping to get online and do this earlier today. Turned out it wasn't possible, nothing like the present. So here we are. And what I would ideally like to be doing is on these shows, we'd normally, well, my idea is we'd start with a freestyle. That would be the ideal scenario today. Didn't quite have the studio set up in that capacity, so I've kind of had to work with the tools available, and we'll bring in that musical element at a later date in the future. So for now, what we'll do is get straight stuck into what's been going on in my inbox on What's Good old WtsApp, which we all indulge in, and we get those great links, some of them funny, some of them educational, some of them inspirational, usually a breath of fresh air in one shape or form. So what we are going to do is going to have a look at something somebody sent to me yesterday. As a matter of fact, I found it quite entertaining. Yes, get into it.
Should Mike Tyson, have you heard of him?
Yes, I have.
If he identifies as a female, should he be allowed to enter a boxing match with a biological female?
Well, the short answer is yes, somebody who is trans.
Okay.
After 20 fights, I was undefeated. Only one fighter stood between me and the belt.
You got this chick, she's nothing.
Tiffany Stone!
Quite entertaining. An extent, I think I'll run that again.
Should Mike Tyson, have you heard of him?
Yes, I have.
If he identifies as a female, should he be allowed to enter a boxing match with a biological female?
Well, the short answer is yes, somebody who is trans.
Okay.
After 20 fights, I was undefeated. Only one fighter stood between me and the belt.
You got this chick, she's nothing.
Tiffany Stone!
I'll keep my opinions to myself for now. I thought it was very entertaining. And with no delay, we'll go to another story. Now, this one I've been seeing coming up in my feed on YouTube. I, for whatever reason, didn't really pay much attention to it. And then I saw somebody else reviewing and reacting to this video today. And I thought, time to give it a little bit of a look in. So let's see what we got here. I'm not going to give it a lead up. You're probably going to recognize who the interview's with and what it's all about. Here we go.
Released a new interview with the BBC. If you want to join the real world, we have a link in the description.
Andrew Tate. Hello. You've agreed to do an interview with the BBC today.
Yep.
The material is going to be published on television, on radio, online.
Perfect.
We are doing an interview with you because you're facing some very serious allegations.
Correct?
Rape, human trafficking.
Yep.
And also because there's a great deal of concern about the things you say and the impact that they have on young people, on women.
I don't think the concern's about the things I say. I think the concern is for the level of influence I have and the reach I have. I would argue that a lot of the things that are already out there inside of the legacy media and the matrix as a whole are far more damaging than the things I say.
It's the concern about the influence you have being a harmful influence, but let's start with the allegations.
Not necessarily a harmful influence. The fact that I'm massively influential over the youth, and I understand that, but it's my influence as a whole which people are afraid of, not necessarily the things I say.
Let's start with the allegations. Have you raped anybody?
Absolutely not.
Have you trafficked anybody?
Absolutely not.
Exploited any women for
Absolutely
money?
not.
But you have admitted using emotional manipulation to get women to work in the webcam industry for you.
No. Firstly, let's begin let's start at the beginning. I'm facing charges. The first one you mentioned, the rape one, has already been thrown out by a judge because there's no evidence of it. Secondly, it's very difficult for me to sit here and have a very frank and honest conversation with you while we're in the territory of Romania about a legal case that's going on within Romania. I have to protect myself. I've agreed to do an interview with you, and I want to be as honest with you as possible, but I can't incriminate myself in any way, and I have to be very careful with what I talk about.
There are no charges yet.
Correct, there are no charges.
Has said that
There are no charges.
You decide for yourself.
And
Yeah? How impartial do you? Sorry about that. Slight audio issues. Yeah, how impartial do you think this interview is going to be? I mean, I don't want to say too much and bias or influence your point of view, but let's just say it might be a little bit one-sided.
There are no charges, and I've agreed to speak to you, but I have to be as honest and frank as I can while also protecting myself and following my legal counsel.
So let's talk about what you've said yourself then. You have said on the website, for your original website for the Hustlers University, that you emotionally manipulated women to fall in love with you so that you could get them working in the sex industry for your financial gain.
As I said, I have to be very careful with what I say, but let's put it this way. No women are coming out against me and accusing.
I'm in my second home, Allerdale, Scotland. Isn't it beautiful here?
So anyway, you know what? I'm going to get back to that said video. The actual interview is going to be in the description. And if you want to take a look at it for yourself, and I'm going to follow up and give my reaction to the interview and give you a little bit of a background to what my point of view is, how I think these things are judged in the culture and the mainstream media, and also what my point of view and opinion is when it comes to a controversial figure, or at least as far as the media is concerned, somebody like Mr. Andrew. So for now, you've been listening to us here at CornerSpeak 360, and I'll say be good, be strong, and be creative.